Oh no. What is this? Why do I have notifications? Well, this is going swimmingly. Suppose that. Why is this hide events? More hide events. Okay. Hopefully that works. Hello? Not me playing blueprints. not me playing blueprints right now. Okay. Yeah, I was trying this new chat box, which is sort of besides the point. The other part of the point here was that how do I disable images? Also, it's like hard to read. Man, maybe I just need to scale it to the right size. I'm trying to do the like combined chat box thing. I mean, I don't know how much I like it. It doesn't have my badge. Yeah, the text is for ants. Okay, let me try. What if I... The problem is that if I make it bigger, then... I mean, I feel like if I hid the pictures, it would give more space for the text. All right, well that's gonna have to do for today, and then I'll figure it out later. Do I? Yeah, chat box is really tiny today. Yeah, welcome everybody. Sorry, I was doing a few offline runs, and then I was like, yeah, I don't have to, you know, I don't have to like. I have to finish this run, you know, because the main thing was that I was trying to get the boiler room stuff done. And then I'm going to be like, haha, I got the boiler room stuff done. I'm going to be so cool for having the boiler room stuff done. Which it is, unfortunately, spoiler alert. But the thing is that this is my second W run, and I didn't want it to miss anything if there was anything missing. Or at least I think it is. It's going to be really embarrassing when when it isn't actually a win, because I forgot how the greenhouse works. Greenhouse is the center one, right? You filled the reserve tank? I did. I did not go into the reservoir yet. Now that I think about it, if I have to go down there, I'm going to see the reservoir. Wait, that was supposed to be for tomorrow. Wait. I just didn't want to abandon the run. It's such a good run. My only problem is that I'm like locked out of like 2 doors. So I wanted to finish it. I wanted to finish the run. It feels lame to abandon it. But also, I think I don't know if I'm cooked. Because I think... Yeah, also I have 90 gold, so I was like, okay, if I can get 20 more gold, then I can buy the gift shop edition. And I'm like, I really don't want to abandon this run. I mean, usually I'll start a run, and then it'll be like 10 minutes of me losing in the first thing. So, like, you know what I mean? Just, it doesn't work. Oh, the foundation is cooked. You're tired? I mean, if you gotta sleep, you gotta sleep, my man. It is what it is. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna... I guess we're gonna just go to the... Continue up, you must go down. So that's the same. Now that I think about it, I actually don't know if I have enough steps for this because my house is a fucking maze. You look very cute, thank you. I appreciate that. No, you look cute. Well. Day 15 until your second time entering room 46. Well, the thing is, it's not, like, my main goal, usually, right? It just so happened that this one, like, had a run that could get me into room 46, so I wanted to do it and just see if, like, there was anything different, just so I could, like, do it. You're cute, really? Sorry. I don't normally flirt with chat because they would misinterpret, but I am in fact saying that because I think it's funny, not for any real reason. I have literally no basis to determine whether or not you are cute. I'm literally just saying things out loud. Oh, you know what? We can't get into the foundation, and my pump room has not drained the fountain. I don't think we're gonna have enough steps for this. Oh no. No, I was so confident. I was so confident. I think there's like a banana left in the kitchen, maybe. Does that work? Okay, good night. Yeah, good night. Have a good one. Stay cute. Nope. I bought all the bananas. My amount of steps is slowly waning. Actually, do I have any food in the house? I'm realizing I can check security. 0 fruits. 7 gems. Also, there was a key. Damn. Oh, if I knew where the key was, I could have opened those doors. This is tragic. Well, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough movement for this, but I guess we'll try. Also, I don't really know what to... Now that I think about it, I don't know... Part of the reason why I fully... Like, I got rid of all the water in the reservoir was because I thought maybe... I thought maybe there'd be something down there, and I was going to enter it through the foundation. That's actually what the start of Saturday's stream was supposed to be, because I'd be like, yo, we drained the reservoir, we're just going to try and get to the foundation and then see what happens. So I think we actually fucked ourselves. I think actually what we could do here is that we could fill the reservoir, presumably to whatever the... however much thing we have left, and then presume that that would get me across the way to, like, enter room 46. But I don't know if I have enough steps for that, and also tomorrow I wanted to start by entering the reservoir, so this run's actually cooked and I'm stupid, so you can make fun of me now for starting stream and not the waiting room and being like, yo, so we're playing blueprints. God damn it! No! Stupid baka. See, if you buy my course... you too can also go live and then look like a complete moron in front of your audience. Okay. I can turn this off now. We can call it a day and then open Monster Hunter. How are we doing today? What's up? What is good? By now you don't have enough steps. You could probably have made it with ideal pathing, but not anymore. That's reasonable. Garden Chateau. So you even quit. Sorry, why are you jealous? What are you jealous of? Monster Hunter Wilds. Oh, we get to see if my thing wants to launch, because there's a decent likelihood that it won't launch, which is kind of funny. So man, yeah, why is the text like yellow? God, it's so awful. It's so terrible. I was recommended to try using this chat box, and then it's just so awful. Compiling shaders, oh my god. It's fucking over, dude. We're cooked. Compiling shaders. I forgot I updated my graphics card. So we have to compile shaders. This one. I have to close all this other shit. You'll can't show any of that. That and also I changed some settings with my fan. So I just want to make sure it is not overheating randomly. I actually need to keep this panel open. I don't really see the value in a mixed chat box. I think that the value is that there's a couple things. The first one is that I think when people see two chat boxes, they get confused. I actually had another solution in mind that I want to do. But I wanted to try this one and see how it goes. It's going to be really funny when nobody comments on Twitch. Like, just no one joins at all. It's going to be really funny. But I think the actual solution that I want to do, which is, like, very complicated and annoying, is to... There's two solutions that I thought of. The first one was, I think stream elements can be attached to both your YouTube and Twitch. So you can have it's potentially possible to have a combined chat box with like custom animations and stuff. But the second thing is that doing the JavaScript for a custom chat box is actually like miserable. So I found a video that has like the boilerplate for it. But it like I don't know if it's good basically. So I would have to try it out and see if it's good, and also see if it works basically, because the variables you get from, I don't know basically if the variables you get from Twitch and the variables you get from YouTube are the same. For stuff like members badges and like I don't know if it would correctly display like sub badges and then membership badges. And if it's like stored in the same thing. So basically, I don't even know if the boilerplate code will work for this. I'm nobody apparently. Yeah, awful. Terrible. Yeah, it's really hard to read the text with a transparent background. What if I turn the opacity back on for the chat banner? Let's just do this. Oh, I'm realizing that's my old color. Why is it like that? It's still hard to read because it's so bright. Can I hue shift it? Would that look weird? Whoa. Like I could make it a little more blue by doing that. Then it washes out the yellow. Yeah, and the other thought was I can just I could have the current YouTube chat box work how it works. We change the banner. Thank you for the head pat. We change the banner back to it makes the emotes really pop. Not the first words. Thank you for the head pat. Man, the bot's first words were conjured a head pat. Yeah, the second solution, I keep getting distracted. Stop head patting me. The second solution was I could keep the YouTube chat box as it is, and then use Stream Elements to have a coded chat box that doesn't look awful. like doesn't look awful and doesn't look like the default Twitch chat box, and also doesn't look like this current chat because it looks awful. I mean, I guess what I could do is I could change this chat box to just Twitch and then put Twitch at the bottom. Basically what I wanted to do was have the two of them, like, they're combined, but they're not horizontally combined because the bot doesn't see YouTube emotes. Does it not? I guess not, huh? Like, it just, this should have displayed it. You put an underscore. Or should that have, like, worked? You can try it again. But yeah, I was gonna put the second chat box, like, below it, like, here. Yeah, I guess the other problem with this is you can see me, like, hovering over stuff. Oh, look, I'm poking you. You use the emote function on YouTube? Yeah, that's pretty awful. It's, like, literally unplayable. Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's open this. I'm gonna move this. Let's put this over there. We use this as the Twitch chat box. I mean, that doesn't really change much from my current setup, honestly. But I wanted to do something kind of like this. Yeah, and then, like, it still shows the scrolling and stuff. That's so annoying. We can see how annoying this is, just for the record. In case anyone was wondering how annoying it is to do this, it's this annoying. Let's put this here. And we're going to put it below the chat banner. Because the other thing was, I kind of liked the transparent banner look, but the thing is, it also gives a good termination point for where the chat should be for this. So if I move this down and put it like here, then you can see yourself disappearing into the chat. But how I wanted to change it was, like, obviously you can't read the top message there then. I mean, if there was a lot of people typing, then it wouldn't necessarily matter. But I don't know if I explained it, or I don't know if I said it out loud, but part of the reason why you'd want to do this is that I think people get really thrown off by the two chats being horizontally side by side, but I think if they roll into each other, it's actually not that big of a deal. I think people would be more okay with that. So what I wanted to do was actually take this one and put it over here. Oh, I'm covering you guys. Put that one there. I guess this would look kind of weird, wouldn't it? This might look kind of weird. Yeah, it doesn't quite have I was going to say the termination point. It doesn't, like, fold into each other very well. Something more like that. I mean, if it aligned better, I think it would look better, but uh, hmm. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like it if these were swapped, but if it was swapped, and also, well, a part of the other problem is that we can't there isn't enough spam in the Twitch chat, so that's the other problem. But I think it would genuinely look better if the square banner was the bottom and then the actual banner was the top, just so that there's, like, the line. So that goes there. Oh, why is that so far down? What is this? Okay. And the chat just kind of disappears. And they roll into each other. Nope. This further down. You can't read the top of chat, and that's fine. That's not a huge deal. Ever noticed there are literal chains on this image? Oh, so like the actual chains behind Arkfeld, they sure are there. Yeah, it's so bright. I feel like the chat banner is so bright. It's so bright, dude. uh, like God, was it always like that? That's when you do Shibari multiple days in a row? Wait, what? Huh? What did they mean by this? Like, when did I have the old chat box? Yeah, this is already transparent. The waifu bell curve. What a blast from the past 3 months ago. Don't all listen to my voice. Oh. Yeah, I guess it always looked like that. Oh, but where's the fade? Wait, there's supposed to be a fade at the top. It's sort of out of place. That's kind of funny. I put the fade in the corner. Does that make it look a little better? It's like slightly off. Trying to just trying to just nudge it. But I don't think it's letting me nudge it. It's like anchored for some reason. That looks slightly more accurate. Like when you change Jabari. Oh, I see. Like when you have a multi-day combo, and then Duolingo's like, hey, you gotta... I'm so sad you aren't coming for your Shibari sessions. What's up with that? Tell me about... You have to show up for your Shibari sessions, come on. Kratos brand Shibari? I don't like brand, though. Feels like he'd actually brand you. You know... I don't know what to say to that. I was gonna say, I feel like whenever they bring out the brand, it's just like... That's a bit much, you know? He gained control of all permanents he owns. See, I actually know that one because I play Zedru. But I've never actually put Brand in the deck because, right, like putting Brand in your deck kind of means like, oh well, I actually want to win the game. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually trying to win the game here. When Zedru is not, well, they're trying to win, but they're not trying to win by doing that. Once I've given you Ristic Study, it's your Ristic Study. It's not my Ristic Study anymore. Which I had a very silly game on the weekend. First of all, I played Zedru versus like... Who did I play versus? Like... Trying to think of what I was doing. Well, I kind of got pub stomped because I was playing against like... First of all, we played a 5-man table, and we didn't play kingdoms. So the direction of this game was already brutal. But I gave the red-green player, it was like red-green Wolverine. I gave them an Acroan horse. And the reason I gave them an Acroan horse was to bully the green player who didn't want to keep track of triggers. And he kept having to get reminded about their Acroan horse triggers. And I'm like, the deck is working as intended. And then he's like, all right, I attack you with Wolverine and kill you. And I'm like, well, didn't think we were doing that at this table. Right? Like, the Zedger deck's not particularly high power. I could obviously play a deck that is higher power, but I just felt a little frustrated because it's like, I don't know. Like, bro, if we wanted to square up, we could have squared up. Like, I could have brought a deck to square up, but I didn't think we were squaring up. Winning in Commander? That's illegal. I didn't even want to win, man. I just wanted to, like, give away more permanents. But I was, like, stuck on mana. I just literally, like, wanted to give away permanents. Did not have the ability to because I had no mana. But yeah, the actual game... So, this game took quite a bit longer to manage, but because I deployed a Perplexing Chimera, and then I started doing some stupid shit with my Perplexing Chimera. Hey, Kichi, welcome. Welcome. You're our nobody? Yeah, Poi is a nobody. I agree. Oh, I agree. This is a beautiful landscape for your computer, but can you play the game? Well, you see it's compiling shaders at the bottom. It's optimizing game data. So we are in the middle of doing that. I guess the room ID isn't accurate. The room ID doesn't mean anything right now. Yeah, so I deployed a Perplexing Chimera. It did some stupid stuff. And, Oh, I think we're starting. Yeah, my lands opponent was like... hey, you should not Perplexing Chimera this big ramp spell that I'm about to cast because I'm going to kill one of the other players at the table. And I was like, bro, you gotta do what you gotta do. So he casted a Demonic Tutor. Actually, I think it was an Entomb. He casted an Entomb and, like, put Valakut in his graveyard or something like that. I don't think it was Valakut. He put something else in his graveyard. And then he casted Splendid Reclamation. And I'm like, Perplexing Chimera trigger. I take your Splendid Reclamation, and I get, like, basically nothing for it. It's like, why would you do that? Getting the Splendid Reclamation doesn't do anything for you. And I'm like, yeah, but the Perplexing Chimera trigger, it's so perplexing! Look at how perplexing the Perplexing Chimera is! Oh, look at it! It's so perplexing! And then it passed back. He's like, nah, I'm dead on board to opponent number 3. And he's like, yeah, but it's fine. The Zedru player's gonna hand me their Glacial Chasm. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's like, oh shit, so I just die? Guy goes to combat, animates a land, and I'm like, okay. Before declare attackers, here's the Glacial Chasm. Like, I didn't give the Glacial Chasm to the other player so that they didn't die. I gave it to you so you couldn't attack. See? Very different things. That game ended, it was about to be really good. It was about to be really cool. It didn't happen. But I had a Smothering Tithe and an Altar of the Brood. And then I casted Windfall. So I was about to mill hella cards. But unfortunately, because the combo is boosted ass, like, not very good because Zedru isn't a deck that's trying to win the game. With all of the Make Treasure token triggers on the stack, my opponent besaged my Altar of the Brood. And then I got really sad because there was going to be like 59 mill triggers. It would have been fucking sweet. Also, I missed 59 Orcish Bowmaster triggers. Not super important because, again, you know, winning is for scrubs. Why would I want to win the game, you know? I miss Flar. No, I won't show up on the streams regularly, but I still miss Flar. That's fine. You can interact to whatever degree you want to interact with Drac. I appreciate you being here. Let's get the lobby ID on screen. So we have... Oh, hey, I had Hunter rank 200. I didn't see that. This is a room ID. If any of you want to join to... I mean, I figured we'd just hunt stuff. Oh, did I... Yeah, G7... 6B? Okay. I figured we'd probably just hunt Raydao because it's here and that's fun, but... I don't actually know what I'm doing. Oh, there's new limited bounties. Are these every day? I thought these were supposed to be weekly, but I guess they're not, huh? Wyveria, 1 event quest, 1 tempered monster, a guardian Doshaguma. It's every day for the event? I see. I didn't know that. But yeah, the room is open. If anybody wants to play or wants to hunt a particular monster, feel free. Yeah. Otherwise, I think I'm going to start with this guardian Doshaguma. Though I have an investigation for Guardian Doshaguma.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if I have one. I literally don't even have one, so I have to do an optional quest. That's awful. I'm playing a mod pack with a friend since 2 days, and I found out just now it's version 1.19. I love that there aren't any templates. I don't know what that means. What does that mean exactly? Maybe I should turn the fan up a little bit. Maybe that will help the temperature. Is that one of them there Minecraft things that they do in the Minecraft? Is that what you kids call the Tic Tacs? Well, that didn't happen. Is that kind of loud? It looks loud on the caption. I don't know why. Oop. I see. So you have to find a recipe to do the next step of the upgrade or something. So you didn't need to just find one item, you had to find 2 items. Incredible. Game design. Y'all homies do the game design thing? Hear me out. We added a step to the Skinner box. Cinema. Like, ship it. Send it to market right now. Oh. That's a lot of wounds. I just haven't used any of them. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, I kind of wonder about that. It's kind of like, here are these, like, aside from the fact that they're hard to find, like, what's the, I'm gonna say, what's the kind of intended gameplay here? It's like, number go up. I understand number go up, I guess. I feel like games have just, maybe they've gotten more organized with how they do number go up. Or maybe that's just my experience playing Dungeon Fighter. But they're like, well, we're just gonna make number go up, and that's it. The entire game is number go up. I guess for Minecraft it's like exploring and stuff, so they want to make sure you've explored some number of dungeons or something like that. That kind of makes sense to me. So, like, in order to explore and find more things, you explore and find things and explore and find more things. And then it gives you an excuse to do it, like, several times, right? Like, doing the events is basically just an excuse to do stuff, right? In Monster Hunter. Oh, I have to do 3 quests in Wyveria. Oh, miserable. How terrible. Play, do some Raidao. Or wear some Raidao, I should say. Come on over. I mean, I put bullying Arc-Tempered Raidao in the title, but I don't know if people actually want to hunt it or not. Was everyone already done? Like... Yeah. I would have assumed that maybe there were some people who wanted to do it, but... See you again, Hunter. What do I need for... See if... Do I have this done yet? You need an Arkfeld gem. 6 of them. I got 6 of those things. I don't need crystal horns for anything. Oh, I need a faux white gem.
Can I proceed?
Watch this.
We're still slowly making all the armor.
Watch this.
I haven't gone through and
All
like
right,
made
then.
all the armor that I have yet, so...
Can I proceed?
All right. Watch.
Hello, I'm your local IRS agent checking if you paid your taxes.
All right.
It's a little complicated to explain. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wait. I guess I need Blossom tickets, don't I? What was this from? What were the Blossom tickets from?
Another satisfied.
Was that a particular hunt?
Hmm.
Was that one of the events? It was this one, right? I'm surprised I only have 2. Thought I would have had more and had it already finished by now. But I guess I don't. I just straight up don't. Straight up don't have it done. But yeah, if you go tell your fellow tax agents that I paid my taxes correctly,
Commencing Are you prepared?
I will offer you totally nothing in return at all. But come see me after stream. Does that sound good? Is that a good trade? Trade offer, I get to evade taxes, and you get nothing in return, except for whatever I'm definitely not offering you after stream. Oh, you know what I'm kind of sad about? I can't wait to play on that Nintendo Switch 2. Sure your taxes are okay? Yeah, we're gonna... What are we gonna do in the bedroom? Who knows? Maybe play some Switch 2? I saw the new unit. I mean, I don't know if it's new anymore, or like how much longer the anniversary event is going, but I checked out Suzu Mom and Texas, not Texas, Lapland Alto. And Lapland is like a drone caster that silences things? The unemployed? Is that the meme? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, so I like drone casters. I think they're kind of the GOAT. I mean, I guess like the context for drone casters being the GOAT is that I pick them in IS. But I guess if it's a 6-star, it's a little harder to pick in IS. But yeah, I read the skills and I'm like, oh, drone caster that silences things, that seems pretty good. But I did not pull her. I also didn't pull Suzumon. And Suzumon is the same type as that one operator you can get in IS, the 5-star that does the like twirl slash, and then right? Is that correct? I don't know if I was understanding her kick correctly. That's a cool looking Arc-Tempered Ray Dow. I know. See, I asked if anybody wanted to do it, and then like no one really wanted to do it. Or like no one's in the room and wants to run it. So I'm like, okay, well I guess I'll just farm layered armor. I had 1 6-star from the banner, and I angry own a potential 6 Vivian. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. So apparently I need like several more Blossom tickets. I think I said I was gonna do it off stream, and then I never actually did it. We should probably kill at least one Arc-Tempered Ray Dow so that the title isn't clickbait, right? But yeah, Rav, it's not like I really saved up or anything. I just logged in and had like, you know, a couple 10 pulls. So I think I did like 30 pulls and didn't get anything. And I was like, okay, that's fair. The only thing you need is Zoe for Gemeralds. What do you need those for? You building like weapons or something? IS-5 has arguably the best free unit, Tin Man. What does it do? For Horn and Swags? Here, just so the title isn't clickbait, let's go kill an Arc-Tempered Ray Dow. Let's go bully one.
Make sure you're prepared.
And then we can go fight Zoshias if you want. This is not the right... This is not where I eat food. In fact, Flar got bullied by Ray Dow instead. I wouldn't mind if Ray Dow bullied me, honestly. Part now. Stand by. Oh, I think I did the thing where I spawned in the wrong place. Lay down, more like lay down and take it. Wait, who's laying down and taking it? Wait. Which one is the... Yes. Okay, understandable. See, I was gonna say, is it weird to call Ray Dow a pillow princess? Is that like a weird thing? Like, is that strange? Ow. My ears. We shall leave it to your imagined biggest bottom streamer. Wait, how am I the biggest? There's no way I'm the biggest bottom streamer. There's no way, right? Like, you know, I can take the prize, the crown, the whatever you want for like, I'm moderately to decently bottom coded, if that's what you want to call it, but like, I feel like biggest definitely doesn't go to me. That just like can't even be accurate. Out of every streamer? Like there's some people who like eat food out of doggy bowls and stuff. Fine, shortest bottom stream. What the? I mean, that's all stack can't be true either. Oh, you know what's actually great? Is that I've been getting recommended some Nimi content, which, you know, I consume clips sometimes, because that's what I had time for. And Nimi is 5'2", which means that she is 1 inch shorter than I am, if you include the top of my hair. If you include the top of my hair, 1 inch shorter. If you don't include the top of my hair, I am 1 inch shorter. Ahogate doesn't count, but it's part of me. It's part of me. I don't understand. How does that not count? It should definitely count. I definitely blocked that with my ass. But I do find it funny that in my knee-jerk reaction was like, haha, small. 5'2", tiny. Actual puny streamer, so tiny, small. The knee-jerk reaction was very funny. Apparently I'm riding its face. Apparently I need to actually remember to brace. Can you stop freaking out? Is it gonna stop freaking out anytime soon? There we go. Are we gonna bust? We bursted? We activated burst? That was pretty gamer. We had the perfect art in time for that roar. My slow-ass gun lance weapon. That was a little ambitious. Oh, man. I was 6'3" when I had an afro. Yeah, the hair counts, obviously. The hair counts, clearly. Okay, so, well, hear me out. Like, what if I stuck my wings up, would that count for my height? That would count, right? Because I could be like 6 feet or something. If we count the size of my flagpole, does it count? Can we add a couple of inches if we include my flagpole? Oh, speaking of... Would that also include you flying? Yeah, we can add some more height, because I'll literally be in the air. My friend sent me some absolutely vile shit. Which, I don't know if this counts as a spoiler for One Piece, because I don't consume One Piece. But he did send me something. Because we were talking about the Zoro three-handed, two-handed, single, and mouth sword-wielding style. And then my friend notified me that Zoro later gets something that he holds like 9. He holds 9 swords. And I'm like... The thing is, I'm a seraphim, so if you include my 6 wings, I could in fact hold up to 9 swords. I could hold a sword in each wing, 1 in each hand, and then 1 in the mouth. And I could also 9 sword wielding Shura style. It's like, wow, thank you for thank you for bringing this to my attention. Me and Zoro have a lot in common. I can hold lots of swords. Yeah, I can hold up to like 9 of them. Yeah, he can use 9 swords. I think it's called the Sura style. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, is that, like... I can also... Have you seen me and Zoro in the same room? That's all I'm saying. Have you seen us in the same room? We're basically the same person. If I can masterfully hold 9 swords, we're basically the same person. You can tell because my hair is green. Speaking of flagpole, yeah, sort of inspired me to do one thing in Guild Wars roleplaying. Technically, no one goes with magic related to banners, so sounds like an interesting idea. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Which that's like cool. I appreciate it. Or cool to hear. I think Kraos mentioned that he literally he just like inserted me into his RPG or something. It's like an NPC. Like, cool. But yeah, I just thought that like using a flag as like a magic catalyst is just like cool, because it's like, I don't know, it's like inspiration magic. Like, that's just cool. It's just cool in concept. It's just like, it just works out, you know? The flavor is just so peak, you know? We can cap it. And something that I always liked, I liked thinking about, there was a couple of other things. The one was that, like, the flags were supposed to be catalyst for the Archmage of whatever family, right? Like the sacred handed-down catalyst between generations or something. You were given the flag. But that doesn't... It's not necessarily the case that you need to use, like, you need to channel magic through a flag as, like, the only catalyst that exists in the universe. You have to pee? I controlled every muscle in my body in 0.5 seconds. Yeah, so another setting detail was you could use magic freely if you wanted to. Like, catalysts were just for focusing magic. You didn't necessarily need to use a focus. So you could also just cast magic. But then there are some people who are like, who use different objects as magic catalysts, which aren't really supposed to be. So the flag, presumably through being ancient, super artifacts passed down of great power, were good at focusing magic. So you're like, cool, that's awesome and stuff. But the guard captain was the Giga Chad, because she's the fiery tsundere type, who's just grumpy and cute. You misspelled D. So her thing was, or like the big reveal if you fought her or she existed, whatever story contrivance to reveal this character, was she could set her sword on fire, and then it's like, wait, are you supposed to... Wait, don't people use catalysts for that? Hold on a second. Wait, what? It's like, nah. Nah, she's just really angry. She's just very grumpy. She's great. And then the other pair of the guard captain, which was Golem Dad, had a standard... Also had a magical standard, the catalyst of the golems or whatever. And he had a shield. Literally just, it's like, what is on your flag? It's like, is it a piece of cloth? No. It's literally just an iron shield. Which is fucking awesome. I love that. I've always considered whether or not I wanted to draw these guys, draw these people, but frankly the view of it in my head isn't very good. It's not very clear. Hey Theo, welcome. What's up? Yeah, I always thought it was a cool concept. I think just in general having like a relic or magical tool for focusing magic is cool. That's kind of cool. But it being like, it being a flag or battle standard or like staff, it's like, it's a staff, right? But there has to be like a wavy piece of cloth on it. Very important. Who else was there? Oh, there's the Hermit. The Hermit also has a flag. He has like this like very crooked, awful staff thing. And it just has like a little torn up piece of cloth on it, and it's like, yeah, it's a flag. It's close enough. He's like, yeah, I don't have to replace it. Fucking old man in the woods. Doesn't need to replace the cloth on his flag. He's dying. It's fine. Oh, nice offset. I didn't believe. I didn't trust. He is crooked? Why would you allow someone who intends ill will to be a part of the army? Well, he's not part of the army. It's not like this story was supposed to be some kind of like everybody joins the House Lyria army together. Like the old man's just some dude in the woods. He's just some guy. Like he's not. Yeah, and I think one of the scenes was supposed to be like you like enter his house, right? Presumably you're collecting some kind of plot MacGuffin and he just like has one lying around. He's just like, don't touch anything. It's got all his trinkets and baubles and stuff, but you end up seeing something that, you know, you're actually interested in. And I don't know, maybe he goes on some, like, story about how he was told to give it to... The time would reveal itself when he is supposed to give the bauble plot MacGuffin to somebody. Presumably this is only after... I don't know. What would the quest even be? You would have had to explore the area first or something related to this character. He wouldn't have opened his hovel immediately. He would knock, he'd just be like, go away. Point to where he touched you? What the fuck? Yo, don't diss Hermit Man. Hermit Man's cool. But yeah, I was thinking more like a treetop village sort of place for old hermit guy. Kind of scans with the elf motif. Maybe he could actually literally be an elf. That would make sense. I never thought about it really. That'd be kind of cool if his staff had like the kind of elvish filigree that's normally there. I hope that's the right term for that. Oh, do I not have guard up? I'm just realizing now that I should maybe have that equipped. But yeah, maybe, so the staff itself would kind of have cool engravings and stuff on it, but the actual banner or flag itself is like clearly very old. Sorry, I kind of went on a tangent or a ramble, as I normally do when I start talking about the deep lore, the Flaris deep lore. And I go like, yeah, I remember this one thing that I thought of that I really liked, and stuff like that. But if Rad is still here, what is Guild Wars roleplay? Do people still play Guild Wars? I guess is a good question. Like, when you say Guild Wars, do we mean Guild Wars 2, or like people playing Guild Wars 1? Is that like still a thing people are allowed to do? Does a service still exist for that? Rarely, but Guild Wars 2. Let's see. So I used to play Guild Wars 2. I was not good at it. I never did the whole, like, oh, I died. I never did the whole, like, do every dungeon or, like, get all of the gear and stuff. Like, I just sort of, did whatever. And I was sad because I wanted build variety, basically. And it didn't really feel like it was there. It was sort of like, no, do this thing is good. Because what I liked playing, what I thought was cool was, Sword Hunter. I liked Sword and Warhorn on Hunter. I thought that shit was so cool, but it was so bad. Like, it was fucking awful. Because, like, I think you had a buff, and, like, the only thing that the buff did was, like, it gave you movement speed. There were, like, traits to give you regeneration or something like that, but regeneration isn't good because it like basically never, like it didn't keep people alive, so it didn't really matter. And I'm like, well, why would, you know, this stuff is really cool. Why would they have it here if it was bad, basically? That thing probably should have killed me, but I was luckily just a little bit out of range. Yeah, and then I think the first expansion came out, and I was like, oh man, like, my expectation was we were going to get a lot of subclasses, basically. Like, we would get a few per... Each class would get, like, a few subclasses, and I was really excited for that. And then it turned out, like, no, actually, each class was going to get one subclass, and then I was like, what the heck is the fucking point? If your only options are the base class or the subclass, like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? I was actually so upset. Oh, man. So anyways, what's happening in Guild Wars 2? What do people do? What even is it? Are there still updates for that game? Do they keep doing stuff? Because I'm sure every Guild Wars 2 player will literally mauled by me saying this, but like, I hear about Final Fantasy XIV a little too much, right? Like I say things, like I hear people comment on the existence of Final Fantasy XIV a lot, and they're like, no man, you totally have to play Final Fantasy XIV, like it's really good. Like it's super good, man, play Final Fantasy XIV. But I never hear people talk about Guild Wars 2. And I'm talking about in my personal life, like people, other nerdy folk that I am around who comment on the fact that they have played or can currently play Final Fantasy XIV, but do not play Guild Wars 2. I don't think I have spoken to a single person that plays Guild Wars 2. Oh, this is good. Oh! We're killing it. We're killing it today. Okay, tried Guild Wars, but I'm hella lost in the game. The servers are still up. If you want, you could try to get me into Guild Wars 1. Guild Wars 2 still gets updates, but Guild Wars 2 still gets updates. 1 does not. That makes sense to me. Yeah, like, do they have like concurrent patch cycles and new raids and stuff, I'm guessing? It's like here's the new content, new level cap, new classes, I guess. Do they do expansions? New expansion, but only the first 2 were good. I see. Yeah. It's a shame, because the one thing that I wanted to do in Guild Wars 2 was, because I played Ranger. It's funny, because, like, I kind of wanted to play the Deft or Fast class. I think there's a Thief class, but, like, I thought the Thief stuff was lame. So I played the other sort of Deft or Dexterity, in-theme Dexterity-based class, which was Ranger. But I did not like managing the pet. I just didn't want to have to deal with it. I'm sure if I played today, I wouldn't mind managing the pet. But at the time, I was really like, man, do I have to deal with the fucking pet? I don't want to deal with the pet. Even though, like, the pet for the Ranger is probably one of the biggest parts of the fantasy for most people that play Ranger. I just wanted something like very specific that didn't exist. Man, this thing is just gonna kill me again. I'm literally gonna triple code. It's a good thing we have insurance. So yeah, I'm sure if I went back now, it'd be fun. Yeah, I basically wanted to play Sword and Shield for Monster Hunter. Was kind of what I did in Guild Wars on Ranger, and then it just like wasn't good. Third expansion was kind of, I guess it works, and everything afterwards is like, nah. I have all DLC since the third expansion. I wasn't able to find the motivation to play the story. So, I don't know, alone. The maps were built like decent, but not good. I see. Yeah, sorry, that's what I wanted to say, was one of the subclasses for Ranger was like daggers or something, which is like cool. You have all the classes plus elite versions, so you can play any class you want, it'll work. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the current elites or classes or whatever are, like what exists right now, but I remember thinking like, oh wow. It was like you don't have to deal with the pet, I think, with the dagger version of the class. Because you basically turn into a thief. But yeah, like, I know nothing about the game itself. I just mostly ran on aesthetics and vibes. Let me see. Guild Wars 2 all classes. I'm just curious. Ranger. Oh yeah, there was aquatic combat. That shit sucked ass. Water combat was straight fucking ass in that game. So awful. Oh man. Okay, yeah, so there's pets. What are these? Skill videos? Hunter's Call. Oh yeah, there were traps. I remember traps had like... I just wanted them to cast at my feet, and for some reason they didn't... Like, you actually had to aim it and stuff, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I think axes were supposed to be half decent. Or axe in the offhand. Oh, torch. Torch was also good, because you gave, like, a fire radius. Also... Sorry, I'm in Ranger, but where are the elites? Where are the elite classes? What is this? Oh, there's the specializations. Herald, Renegade, Vindicator. Bladesworn. Spellbreaker. Yeah, Soul Beast, I think, was the one that can use daggers, and then you just, like, combine with the spirit or something. You can go... Soul Beasts share a bond so strong with their pets that they can become one in body and spirit by entering beast mode. Do you want to... Do you want to enter beast mode with your pet? By becoming one in body and spirit? So dumb. Oh, man. Can you be my pet? I appreciate you thinking of me, but I'll pass. Okay, so there's couple of different ones, I guess. The double arc. Yeah, these are just leap forward and slash. Gain quickness if you successfully strike. That's cool. Bear stance. And there's all these other stances. Stance. Oh, these are all stances. I don't know what these do, I guess. Your successful attacks will trigger a second strike while in this stance. This effect can occur once per interval. So that's cool. What is untamed? They create a deep primal bond with their pets. I really gotta stop being weird about this. Okay, untamed does... What do they do? Looks like they do hammers. Are hammers real? Is that a thing? Unleash pet. Unleash ranger. Wait, I don't want to be unleashed. I don't want to be unleashed. I want to be leashed. Yeah, hammer strike. Unleashed thump is a crazy... That is crazy. Damn, I'm gonna give you my unleashed thump, dude. I'm gonna give you my overbearing smash. You're gonna be savage shockwaved.
Hold it.
Yo, when I unleash my pet, I'm gonna thump you so hard.
Whoa.
How every ranger be like.
Down a notch.
Put me on a
Okay.
leash. Oh god. You played the support celestial avatar? I don't know what that is. Yeah, druid was like the first specialization to come out, and I was like, is that good? And it was not clear if it was good or not. Ooh, Deadeye. They have guns? What the fuck? This thief class just has a gun? He's got a gun! Yeah. Oh yeah, Necromancer had Reaper. I think this actually looked cool on release, and then I just didn't play it. Blade Sworn. They can create gun sabers? Wait, that's so cool! Man. Man, I am never going to play this game. Do you need to hunt anything? I need symbol 3s. Oh, we can do another Zoshia. Do you need another gem? Or did you get 2 gems? Sorry, I'm just getting randomly lost in reading Guild Wars 2 things. Because it's like, yeah, I'm never going to play this game, but I just think it's cool that, I don't know, it looks like there was a lot of effort put into this, you know what I mean? Like, it is a game, it exists. Presumably there are people who play this game that actually appreciate it quite a lot, and I appreciate that it exists. No go on Zoe? As in, like, you don't need one or you don't have one?
Come on over.
What would be a 3 that I need? 3s are the elites of each area? You don't need one. Okay. Let's see. What do we need? I could do a Dahad? Oh. I don't need... No. Never mind, I made Dahad. I'm missing... Oh, we don't need Uthduna. Because I just needed this water gem, and now that I have that... I have
Should I be
all these Raydows. I never formally went down the list and tried to make all of these things. Nudra. Just needs Grenadath Skulls. I have Gormagala. Why are my Arkfeld pieces so fucky? I might need to do Arkfeld.
Can I proceed?
Sorry, I never took the time to actually do this, and I guess we're doing it now.
Should I be?
Because I was distracted.
Good.
You would love engineering as Hollow Elite. Sorry, what?
All right. Watch this.
What is that?
Watch this.
Good. Can I proceed?
Watch this.
Good.
Watch this.
Good. Should I begin?
Watch
Okay, Arkveld is done.
Good.
All
How about Garkfeld? Ooh, I need 2 Duna water gems. We found it. We found the symbol 3 to hunt. Duna. We have to fight the big tuna.
Yes.
Oops. Yeah, I have 2 of these, so we can actually do these 2. Oh, okay.
Make sure you're prepared.
I'm assuming it doesn't consume the quest unless you actually depart on it. We'll do your quest.
I'm counting on you.
Sorry. Guild Wars 2 Engineer. What are their elites? Just because you said it, I want to know. Hollow Smith? Swords and a set of exceed skills. Photon Forge. What the fuck is this? Photon Forge. Photon Forge replaces weapon skills with unique skills that generate heat. I mean, I don't need any help generating heat. What? They just get laser blades? What the hell? Wait. That's actually so cool. I basically have a lightsaber. Or I'm supposed to have one, technically. Except mine is like magic. It's like a magic rapier. It's a little different.
Shipments come in. Hope you find something useful.
I have to come to Guild Wars 2. Yeah, sorry. Sorry for sounding so excited about it. Because I know that there is a 0% probability that I'm going to play this game. But it is very cool. Like, there are so many games that I would want to play if I just had infinite time, but I don't. Like, I want to play... Personally, I would want to play all of, like, Star Rail. But, like, I'm never going to play Star Rail. You know what I mean? I'd want to catch up on Arknights, probably, which I'm never going to do. We still have to finish Blueprints. Which presumably is going to take a really long time. And then we're going to have Slay the Spire eventually. Where we will hopefully the modding, like the thing that I was really excited for with Slay the Spire was supposedly they're going to have more robust modding tools, which, like, I really hope they do, because that'd be fucking awesome. And that hopefully means we would have nigh infinite content to do Design the Spires. Stop to take a drink. Wait. Does Arc Tempered right now give you symbol 3s? Because I'm realizing, technically, if I want the Palico gear, I would need 2 more Arc Tempered hunts. I don't know if I want to do those or not. Oh, it's not even going over here. Wait, it went to the complete other side of the arena. Oh, and I got walked. Don't think so for 3 dows. It's too bad. Nice. I was really hoping to get like a guard counter there. Turns out, I was just gonna die. Good to know. You feeling good, Bus? Bus? Okay, this time for real. This time, we're lining up the shot. Whoa. Bam! Let's go! We did it! No! You knocked me off, you piece of shit! No! We had the cinematic thing and everything! Come on! Oh my god. No, it was so cool! You couldn't let me have it. You couldn't let me have it. I just wanted to ride its face. Aw, man. The cock block! Oh, no! We finally got it, though. That's the important part, is that we have been trying to get that... It's not even difficult. It's not even a difficult trick shot. It's just remembering to do it, and then lining it up, and actually getting the hit. I think I've been interrupted like 2 or 3 times trying to get that exact same jump attack. I was sick. Also, to answer your question, no, I'm actually extremely tired. I'm just heapy. Currently playing through the 100 line Last Defense Academy, and although the writing is generally shit, I do quite like the last minute twist, which I did not expect. 2. for message to complete. I don't know, I feel like I woke up today feeling pretty good. Oh, you know what? I think it's because I still have half my coffee left. I bought an iced coffee today that I have not had the second half of. I do quite like the last minute twist, which I did not expect to. Oh, you like the last minute twist, which you didn't expect to like the last minute twist. I see. That's what you meant. Or, yeah. I was gonna say that's what you meant to say, but no, that's what you meant. Okay, my bad. You did not expect to enjoy it, but you did. Reasonable. Ugh. Oh, I got 2 water gems. Nice. Don't even need to run it back. That's funny because the company who made the game usually has great rating and a terrible last-minute twist, so they didn't... That's funny. We got the reverse this time. Thank you for the head pat. Okay.
Come on over.
How are we doing on armors? Oh, these are the people who did the Danganronpa series. I need a wyvern gem. Oh, I don't need a wyvern gem because I already made the thing. Just needed an orb.
Should I begin?
Watch this.
Good.
All right.
Need a bunch of stuff for that. And I think we were in the middle of making Guardian Arkfeld. Which I needed
Should I begin?
these for.
Watch this.
Good.
Watch this.
Good. Can I proceed?
Watch this. All right. Watch this.
You like Akane's tits?
Can I proceed?
Watch this.
You know, respectable. Based,
Watch this.
based, I just like the anime tits.
Watch this. All right.
Should I begin?
Watch this. All right.
Sorry, the question is, Flar, do you like pee? What do you mean by that? What exactly do you mean when you're asking that question? Like, are you... Is this supposed to be some kind of innuendo? Like, what is the...
I was given a message for you.
What are we talking about? I heard Liza P is like height. It's like an height game. I think Poi talked about it when the game was released, and it's like fine. I don't think we're gonna play that anytime soon. Don't explicitly need games to play, necessarily. Unless they're bangers like Blueprints. If they're like giga bangers like Blueprints, then I'll play it, but... We're basically holding out for... We're holding out for all the updates for Monster Hunter as they come out, and play this by 2. Play it off stream, just get down with the P. Yeah, I don't know if I have a friend who has it. I certainly don't want to just buy it. Okay, what did I need? Sorry. I was looking at Guardian Arkfeld. So I guess we're just kind of farming now. We already bullied enough like Tempered Ray Dows, which was exactly 1. What was it making? This one is what I was making. An Arkfeld and a Ray Dow Bolt Gem. Well, actually, we can go fight another Arc-Tempered Ray Dow. We can go do that. We can go fight another one. go bully another one. So the title is doubly not clickbait. It's a Souls game based off the story of Pinocchio. Yeah, I'm aware of that part. I think that part was explained to me, and I understand that part. You have a raid out with a gem if you want.
I heard from the others.
Yeah, maybe I should just, like, get it done, you know what I mean? To just get the gem. Oh. Sure. You know what? Why don't you post that right now? The one with the gem.
I'm counting on you.
Fireworks. Ah. Wow. Flashy colors. Flashy colors, wow. Yippee. In fairness, though, there were like 3 twists in close succession, and only the last one was actually good, but you know, 1 and 3 ain't bad. It's just, that's how we look at chatters, you know? If 1 and 3 chatters are alright, then, you know, it's fine. It's good enough.
Do you have everything? We received supply items. Don't let them go to waste.
Don't get me started, though, on, you know, on whether or not, you know, like, are 1 and 3 chatters here actually good? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are cutting it, you know what I mean? I feel like we could be a little bit better, you know? Oh, cannot make a demon drug. It's like, what really constitutes a chatter being good? Laughs at my jokes. So all of you are trash. All chatters in this chat are bad because none of you laugh at my jokes. You don't praise us enough? Well, you have to do something that's worth praising. That's the problem. Oh, you think I just give these things out for free? Some kind of unconditional love or something? That's crazy. I've been banned by 3 separate streamers. Wait, really? Why? Wait, what? Should I ask or like... I don't know. What the fuck? I'm sorry for laughing so hard, but I don't chat, so I guess I can't really get banned if I don't say anything. They don't know I'm gooning in their chat room, so they can't ban me. I watched, I think unban requests are just so funny. Like, there's just so many layers of, like, I don't know. Sometimes I wish I was bigger so that I could do funny things like that, like unban requests, because like I don't need to ban people because I don't have any viewers, right? And I think you can't do unbans in... You can't request to be unbanned in YouTube, right? You just get... You basically, I think, just get shadow banned, right? Actually, Bullet, you should be an expert at this. Like, how do you... Have you been banned in a YouTuber's chat? Like, what's the... How does that one work? But I think... I don't know what she even refers to herself by. Smuggalana? React Andy, VTuber. Did an unbanned video recently, and I thought that shit was so funny. People are so funny, dude. Because, like, there's the people who get banned who, like, clearly leave an unbanned message, like, because they're just waiting to be featured in an unbanned video. Like, they're just, like, baiting getting banned so that they can be in an unbanned video. Like, that's the point, right? Whereas, like, I feel like I would get a moderator to go through it so that you don't need to deal with those ones because they're, like, annoying. But... yeah, no, there's so many. Bar's a smuggler? Is that what the fan base is called? I think the funniest shit ever... God, what was it? I think it was a Desertorium video covering VT. So first I should say... Alright, I want to finish the thought that it's like, I think unbanned requests are so funny because there are people who, like... There's so many people that just, like, make excuses for themselves and, like... And I think that shit's just so funny. Because, like... I think it's a... I shouldn't say basic human ability, but, like, something... The ability to learn and understand, I think, is really important and kind of underrated. Like, people don't learn from their mistakes, basically. And aren't capable of analyzing or reflecting or anything like that. But, like, if you ever get banned somewhere, right? Like, if you get banned and then you just, like, fundamentally disagree on your principles, like, that's fine, whatever. But if you get banned and you're like, oh shit, my bad, like, I didn't, you know... Like, I didn't think that this message would be, like, hurtful or whatever. My bad. I won't... Like, I would like to rejoin the stream, I won't do that again. It's, like, very simple. Like, to communicate, like, oh, this... I can tell that this probably was, like, not good. Didn't mean to do that. Like, won't do it again. It's, like, very, very, very simple. Being able to accurately pinpoint what you did wrong and explain why. So that you can, like... It's clear that you understand what you did wrong so you won't do it again. Whereas if you just kind of go, like... excuse, or if you just kind of go like, oh, this thing, but you're... It sounds like they're reiterating, but they don't actually know what they did wrong, right? It's like so... I don't know. It's just so funny. I was banned for agreeing with the streamer that the game was having a difficulty spike. That's crazy. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, it is what it is. Hey. It's the guaranteed bolt gem. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to talk about that Desertorium video because, like, it's just the crazy shit on VT. And then there was... I was surprised because, like, I think I watched Alana, like a while ago? I don't know how... Like, I'm not some, like, OG person who watched this person. Frankly, I don't even watch her that much, but she did get recommended to me when she was closer to... I don't know. When she was a lot smaller. I don't know what the thing is, so... I don't know. I got banned for talking about chicken and eggs. Oh, bitch, tuber, what the fuck? So every once in a while I'll watch her react. I actually think a lot of her opinions aren't great. disagree with them very frequently, which is funny. I wouldn't necessarily categorize myself as a hate watcher, but again, you know, infrequently. Sometimes they get recommended, sometimes I'll click on it, sometimes I'll watch it. But wrapping it all the way back around, there was one post on VT that was literally like, oh man, yeah. They were basically like, oh yeah, give me those pick me opinions, yeah, goddamn. And then some comment about her tits, and I'm like, dude, this is so funny. Like, this post is literally just, okay, pick me behavior, I'm just looking at your tits and gooning, bad opinions, I don't know. It's just... It's like, start of thread, dude. This is the start of the thread. And so I was surprised, and then I realized that Alana was like she's like a 300k, 400k, I don't know. She's at, is that completely wrong? What's she at? I know she's like more popular than I thought she was. What is she at right now? I don't actually want to click on this video, I just want to go to your channel. Yeah, she's close to 300. Okay, I wasn't that far off. Where was I? Very based and much funny. What's an opinion that I actually disagreed with? I'm trying to think. Oh, God. Like, is that an opinion I can comment on? I'm just thinking about, like, okay. It's like, what's an opinion I disagree on? It's like, is that an opinion that would get me canceled immediately? Because that'd be funny. Yeah, let's do Arkfeld, because I needed Arkfeld shells. Or I need the chain break. I guess what I'll say is she's a lot more cynical about the relationship between men and women. And I think that, like, this is what gets described as, like, pick-me behavior, is that there are people who are, like, cynical about the relationship between men and women, I think, on both sides. And just in general, people. And, like, I'm not as cynical, so I think that an opinion she has espoused before is very, like, reductionist and, like, simplified. Whereas I think generally, problems are more complicated than they seem, or, like, I usually attribute problems to being a lot more complicated than they are. So I just, like, disagreed that it could be boiled down to, like, one or two things or something like that. So that was mainly it. But I guess what I don't like is when people oversimplify things and then be like, yeah, that's the reason, and then they're, like, a little dismissive about like any other possible viewpoint, because they'll just, you know, we'll just boil it down. Men and women, how about a bit individuals? Oh yeah, that's a thing, right? There's, like, I just care about people. Doesn't matter. I will fuck anything that moves. and provided that it is not against the law to do so. Things do be simple at the end of the day, though. I think that is an opinion people are allowed to have. Like, you're allowed to have that, but that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to disagree with you. I meant talking about large groups is often not very helpful. Yeah. I would say that generalizations are good for observing trends of things that are happening, but are usually not indicative of, like... They're not indicative of individuals, I would say. Probably. There was stuff that I wanted to scroll up to, because, like, I think Poi commented on something, and I wanted to read that one. Damn, people actually typing in chat. What is this? I believe that you need an equal amount of levity versus seriousness, and I may have made a joke about someone's sorrows. Ah, I see. So making light of someone's... I mean, yeah, I could see how that would be distasteful. That was about banning. The funniest group in unbans is, I won't say this kind of stuff here, implying that they're totally fine with saying it, but just won't if they're not allowed. Yeah, that's super funny. And the thing, right, about a comment like that, Poi, is that, like, I think it's fair to be transparent, you know what I mean? And be like, okay, well, this isn't really, like, this isn't my moral code or compass or whatever. So they're just trying to be honest. But the thing is, like, you don't need to say that in the context to an unban request, if that makes sense. Right, you're basically just saying, like, by the way, I fundamentally disagree with your values and opinions on some particular thing. I'm just, like, not gonna say it. And it's like, yeah, dude. I guess my typical response to that would be like, alright, go fuck yourself. Again, not because they're willing to say, well, don't, you know, it's not about whether they will or will not follow the rules or, like, their character as a person, like, the underlying opinion that they are hiding. Like, that's still not the problem. The problem is that they're trying to be, like, a piece of shit about it. Right? Is that they're like... By the way, I'm gonna tell you that, you know, it's just, like, not really important for the context of an unban. Right? They're just like, okay, my bad, I won't say that. But when they say, my bad, I won't say that here, it's kind of like, alright. Fucking cool, dude. Sorry, I need to scroll down again so I can see the most recent stuff. Okay. Yeah, I guess the interesting thing is that, you know, on the topic of, like, generalizations versus individual people, is that, like, there's, like, a bias or something of, like, believing you're different, right? Where it's like people have some degree of, like, self-centeredness for the purposes of, like, being able to be ambitious and believe in themselves, whatever. Like, you can't believe that you're shit if you want to be ambitious and survive, basically. I'm not saying that that's all-encompassing, or that every single person feels a particular way, because, like, humans are complicated at the end of the day. But I mean more so in the sense that, hold on a second. Let's catch my phone. Okay, what am I actually saying here? Yeah, people think that they're special. So I feel like twofold. You know, there was a point in my time where I thought I was special, and then I was kind of like, yeah, but I don't really think so. Like, genuinely, I think I'm kind of dumb with a lot of things, and I think at some point in time, people were basically like, oh, you're very multi-talented or something like that. So I got told that a lot. But the thing is, I do, like, something that I can appreciate or I observed about my life is that I do actually think the people that I surround myself with are, like pretty bright people, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think, at least, maybe this is, what's the bias, the other bias called? It's the, people who are too dumb to realize that they're dumb. That's a thing. I forget what it's called. It's a something X effect. What is it called? Dunning-Kruger. Yeah. So, like, it could be Dunning-Kruger. Who knows? Maybe the people I surround myself with are actually, like, not that special either. But I think just when I see them, I kind of go, like, all right, you know. Like, one of them's not. I mean, they just, like, work, like a a labor job and they're making mad bank and like they're fine. So maybe they're not that special, but I think they're like doing very well for themselves. And I guess I just like see that and go like, yeah, you're a guy, you exist, you're an individual. I guess, sorry, the point I'm trying to wrap this all back around to is like, we were talking about generalizations and how they apply to individuals or people. And I guess the thing that I think about is like, I kind of wonder if, usually when I think of generalizations, so for example, having like a very cynical outlook on like dating, for example, is just like not something that I hold because I haven't really dealt with the generalized folk of today. You know what I mean? Hey, Rav, thank you so much. Hey. Welcome back. Appreciate you. Yeah, so like because I don't really deal with the generalized folk, I wonder if that makes it easier for me to not be cynical about particular things. Like, there are some people who go like, oh, like I deal with idiots every day, for example. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess if I was at a workplace where everyone's a dumbass, like maybe I would be kind of like, what the fuck? Right? Every individual is unique, but everyone goes to school. I suppose. I don't know. I don't really know if that made sense when you put all of it together, but I guess the thing that I think about is just I acknowledge and recognize that there are people who aren't very good at things. I don't know. I feel like I've been asked several times before, like, oh, how do you do that? Like, whatever the thing is that you're doing in different occasions, they're like, oh, how do you do that? I go like, I don't know, man. It's some degree of just doing it, but at the same time, like, I find that it's difficult. I don't know if this makes sense, but it's just my lens usually when I'm doing something is that things are hard. Like, I don't think anything I've ever done is easy necessarily. I feel like I want to specify, but it's kind of hard to. But if I'm like editing a video, for example, it's like, sure, I know what the controls are for editing a video. Like, I know how to make cuts, and I sort of know what I want to do, where I sort of understand my bad editing style, whatever. But like loading the video in, finding the cuts, actually needing to rewatch the footage, like all this takes time and is annoying. If that makes sense. And I'm not saying that it's annoying because I don't like doing it. I'm saying it in the sense of like how it applies to the outlook. So it's like, do you know how to draw? It's like, yeah, I know how to draw. It's like kind of annoying and like takes time and effort. You know what I mean? Oh, were we gonna cap him? Sorry, I couldn't get to my trank bombs fast enough. So for like Monster Hunter, it's like, okay, well, what about dodging roars and iframing through things or countering stuff? And I'm like, I don't know, like, I feel like the game's hard. Like, all of these things are difficult. So people, I guess what I'm trying to relate this to is that people say, like, oh, how are you good at doing... Like, I got complimented on a skill I was practicing recently, and they're like, does it ever get easy? Like, when does it get easy? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I just, like, show up and try my best. Like, because that's honestly, like, it sounds campy or cheesy or corny, and it's like... It's just... It is what it is. Like, I don't... just show up and try. And then, like, I have some understanding about, like, what it means to have a practice routine and, like, you know, don't try to do too much all at the same time. Like, there's a lot of general ideas that you can think about, but, like, the actually doing of anything is gonna take time and it's gonna be labor intensive usually. So, I'm like, okay, well, if I want this thing to be done, I have to take the time, and it's going to be labor intensive, and I'm going to not want to do it, and it's going to be hard. But that's just kind of that's the trade I'm making, basically. Like, I understand that part of the trade is like, well, I put in effort and time, and then eventually I will get something, and then I don't know. Even if it's hard, I just say it's easy, but then I believe the lie and get bummed if I mess up, so that's not always helpful. Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of like the general gifted kid complex, right? Where it's like, it's supposed to be easy to me, and then it's not, and then you get frustrated, right? Which I still have part of that inside of me, I think. Like, I still get frustrated by things that I don't, like, immediately get, or don't have a sense of direction and stuff like that. It's like, I don't really know how to shortcut all that stuff, I guess, is what I'm saying. My understanding is that there are some people who navigate life and they're just like, they're just flying, right? They just get it and they're just doing it. And I'm like, I don't feel like I've understood a damn thing in my life. Like, I don't fucking get it, man. I feel like I don't understand shit. So, I'm just doing my best. That's it. I don't remember where this came from. People thinking they're special. I'm trying to walk it all the way back. What was the first thing that I said here? Oh, it was like... it was relating to generalized, like, preconceptions, or just the generalization of information. And then it's like, well, I don't really care about the generalization of information. It's not that important to me. But are the people that I'm surrounded by actually just sort of the norm? Like, am I surrounded by the norm, or am I not surrounded by the norm? I don't actually know. But to me, I don't feel like a superhero, you know what I mean? I just feel like a normal person. Okay, I still shit like everyone else. I still need to, like, you know, getting out of bed is miserable every morning, basically. Like, completing work is hard and difficult. Even things that I am well practiced in, it's like, okay, well, I have to go sit at the piano and actually practice things. God, kill me. Oh, speaking of which, we're gonna tangent in 2 seconds, but I just wanted to, like, catch up with chat. Friend of uni asked me, how can you speak in English so fluently? When I explained them that all you have to do is speak, like, practice, they couldn't believe that. In lots of areas, skills come from practice. Yeah, exactly. And then I think, like, knowing how practice applies to you is, like, the meta skill that is important. Right? So, like, I can't hold myself to a practice regimen very well, and that's fine. You know, sometimes I'm going to miss practicing, like, 2 or 3 days in a row, and then there are going to be some weeks where I just, like, practice every day for 3 weeks. I've just accepted that this is part of life. Sometimes I'm going to be too excited to start working on the thing that I want to work on. Sometimes, like, I'm going to have a lot of difficulty going to sleep. So I'm going to have a shit day the next day. Sometimes I'm going to wake up and have a shit day. And then I'm going to be like, I don't want to do anything. And I just go like, that's fine. I don't need to anguish myself in being like, well, can I try today? Well, we're going to see if I can try today. Then I'll try today. And then maybe it doesn't work out. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have tried today. And then maybe I won't try tomorrow. It's like, it's just fucking random, dude. It doesn't matter. Just like, gotta go with the flow. Take the water as it is. Gotta understand, some of us are just using the wrong build. Yeah, for some people, for sure. Everywhere I went, people told me I was great, so I just believed them. Never made me happy, though. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know if I necessarily believe that. It's like, it's a perspective you need to accept for yourself, I suppose. But you want to know what's really funny? My friend made me watch a Northern Lion clip that I thought was so funny. Because he was singing to, like, some 8-bit song in the background. And he did like a couple bars where he was like, he did like a, And then it was like, take it away, Ryan. And he just a jazz solo started. And I'm like, it's so funny because I just went on like a fucking 30-minute rant about how like I can't believe this is entertaining to people. It was fucking awesome. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. This clip was gas as fuck. I loved this clip. But at the same time, it's like, man, people really have never listened to a 12-bar blues before. That's crazy. Like, it's actually insane how they've, like... So I pulled up the 12-bar blues, like, chord progression, and I'm like, dude, you literally don't understand. Like, people have made, like, 7 billion 12-bar blues songs. Like, it's literally this. It's this. Do you want to know why jazz musicians have fucking, like, sharp 9 chords and flat 7s and, like, extended 13s and fucking expand dong looking ass motherfuckers? Like, you want to know why they have that? Because they were playing 12-bar blues and they got fucking bored. Like, they're like, how do we make this a little bit spicier? How do we just, like, how do we take this and make it, like, a bit spicier so that we're not playing the same shit over and over again? I am oversimplifying the entire history of jazz. But, like, it's like, this clip is Northern Lion sings a 12-bar blues and past a solo. It's like... I was like, man, people are entertained by anything. Oh, man. Sorry. And listen, once again, the clip was great. I fucking loved it. It was so funny. But at the same time, I was like, damn, time is a flat circle. We're really back at 12-bar blues. We went away. We started doing some other shit. We got to like dubstep, and then we're like, you know what? Actually, 12-bar blues. Like, we did it. 12-bar blues. I have taught this to 8-year-olds. Let's fucking go. It's fucking awesome, dude. So good. Oh, man. Okay. Anyways. When I played Fallout for the first time 4, I did not invest into charisma. Oh yeah, I also finished Far Harbor the other day. Like, literally yesterday, I did, the Far Harbor DLC. It was interesting. I don't know how many people have played the Fallout 4 Far Harbor DLC, but I have done it. What the hell? Sorry, I sent a DM. Back to cartridges we go. Ever finished anything in Fallout 4? Yeah, I mean, the story was basically like, so we replaced that with a synth. And then it's like, guys, I have a new plan. And then the main guy was like, I have a new plan. We're gonna replace it with a synth. And I was like, dog. We are not doing this. That's it. That's basically the TLDR. I was trying to think of if I had anything else to comment on, but it was, I think, the classic, like, here's a Bethesda game.
Yes.
Quote-unquote immersive simulator game. And then I'm like, I feel like these decisions are not good and are not leading me to the places that I want them to. So, there anything else to do? Do I just want to call it? It's like 3:30
Of
for me.
course. Come back anytime.
I can like go work on things. Bethesda game. It just works. I don't know, man. Oh, I opened the wrong tab. Hey, do we need to be live any longer? Nah. Yeah. I think I'm just tired. I'm good. I think we're just gonna call it. Yeah, so if you're still here, I'm gonna say, hey, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, EP baby. Yeah, basically. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your support as always. Thanks again, Rav, for rejoining the membership. Appreciate that. And I'll see y'all later. Yeah, I was actually wondering if I should do a segment where I do reacts, by the way. I guess relevant for the for the other person who watches the React Fox. Like, do we just react, like, farm reacts on Monday? That was a genuine thing that I was thinking about. But I don't even know how to start doing that. How do we do that? I would need to actually be slightly... slightly plugged into the zeitgeist, which is annoying. Just don't do politics reacts? Yeah, probably not. I'm gonna do a political react and then be like, I am apolitical. And then they're gonna be like, "Ah! Ah, you can't have that opinion! You have to pick a side! In this dichotomy, you have to choose something! Otherwise, I'm going to cancel you on Twitter.com!" And I'm like, listen, man. Life is too short to care that much, man. I can feel the hair falling off of your skull, dude. I'm sorry, man. Just throw crap at both sides equally? No. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, I've said this multiple times. I have tenets on this channel. There are things that I do genuinely try to think about that I care about personally, which are like, be a genuine person. Trying to be a real-ass motherfucker in this fake-ass world. To be relatively non-judgmental. Tenets or tenets? Is tenets the one where it's like guiding principles, right? And yeah, I think with the purpose of being non-judgmental, the purpose of that to specifically be like, I don't want to weigh in on your dichotomy. You know what I mean? I just don't want to. It's not important. I'm just going to say it right now. It's really not that important. And you're going to make it seem like it's really important, and you're going to say things out loud. You're going to, like, you're going to give me the best argument ever in the entire world about why you care about this so much. And I'm going to be like, yeah, man, that makes sense. I can see why you would feel that way. It's not that big of a deal to me. Yeah, Tenet is an excellent film by a less than perfect director. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So I'd rather just, like, not get into it. But yeah, the problem is, like, if I were to do react stuff, it's like, what do I even react to, you know? Well, what's there even to react to? I wanted to upload the marathon react I did, actually. So. Unless I'm reacting to Federal Reserve hearings because you totally know what's going on. And it would totally not be super boring for everyone but me. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm not becoming a... We would need to put the political tag on Twitch, and I don't want to do that. That's difficult. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're... I was gonna end, and then maybe, like, I'm just not ending. Who knows? Xbox being stupid is a good start. What's a human, though? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like... This is why I don't get into it. I'll try to explain the Rube Goldberg machine, right? I'll try to explain my understanding of the Rube Goldberg machine. There are people who care about things a lot. So there's one friend who I talked to recently who said something, and they were basically like, the actual action that they were taking, I was familiar with the action they were taking. They said something, and then they reiterated it with the purpose of shaming me to do something. And I was like, okay, that's fair. I can tell that the reason this person is doing this is because they care about this thing. And then I basically told them, like, I don't have to deal with this. Like, I could just leave. Like, I'm not here to deal with this, basically. Like, this was before we started our RPG. So I'm like, I'm not here to talk about this with you. Like, I'm here to play this tabletop RPG. So it's like, so I think for some people they would say, like, well, they're being a dick. Like, why don't you, get into the weeds on this problem? Like, why don't you discuss the details of this problem? And, like, start explaining things to them and logically debate them or something. And it's like, that's not important. The reality is that this person is an individual. They care about things. And the reason why they're doing this is because they care about this thing. That's fair. People care about things and get emotional about things and act as they do. So when I hear something like, act like a human and I will act likewise, like repay kindness with kindness, it's like, the reason why I don't necessarily agree with doing that is that sometimes people will not be kind. Like, there are people who will not be kind. And the only thing that I have to really buffet against that, or to, what's the term? The only thing I really have, the only tool I have to go, like, it's like Counterspell. For anyone who plays Magic, no one in this chat plays Magic, right? Where someone goes like, I'm going to lightning bolt you. That's how I treat it. They're like, I'm going to be rude or nasty or just, like, awful to you. Like, I'm going to lightning bolt you. I'm going to go like, yeah, that's true. You're a red mage. Of course you'd want to lightning bolt me. That makes sense. I'll take 3 damage. It's not that big of a deal. Of course a red mage wants to lightning bolt me. Who cares? They're just being a red mage. It doesn't matter. So I want to cast a counterspell for your lightning bolt. And then the blue mage is like, well, actually, I'm going to weigh in and counter your counterspell. Because, like, what they're saying is right. So, like, I want that lightning bolt to go through. You are going to take that 3 damage. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. It's fair that there's a person like you and there's a person like you. You guys both care about this and you're going to act this way. I take 3 damage. That is reasonable. It is reasonable. I feel hurt. This is all reasonable. This is the experience of what it means to be alive today, right now, in this moment, dealing with this. But the taking the step back from that is like, it's not that big of a deal. What I'm saying is that it's like, I don't have an expectation for what it means for them to be human. It's like, they're acting as they do. It is what it is. You can react to trailers, gameplays, and memes. Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that, like, I don't look for content. Like, I don't watch a lot of content. So I wouldn't have good things to react to. So I would need things to react to. And I kind of wanted to ask people to send me things. But then if all the content is trash, then like, it ruins the entire segment. You know what I mean? Pendulum is the best deck. Objectively, fight me. I mean, why do you think that? You're talking like an anime villain with a puddle deep philosophy that's gonna be farmed by pseudo-intellectuals on TikTok? I'm not sure I understand. Flaw reacting to our gameplays and poor decision making, let's go. You can react to the 24-minute song I like. I'm sure people would want to watch that. Oh god. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. People care about things quite a lot. I don't know if I can necessarily expect people to not care about things. Flaw reacting to there's no need to be upset. I don't know what that is. I need a reason to justify my pendulum obsession. I need a reason to justify my pendulum obsession. I mean, because it just is, bro. I don't know. I mean, why do you need to justify your pendulum obsession? Can't you just like have a pendulum obsession and that's fine? Like, you don't need me to tell you that it's fine, right? Are you insecure, bro? What? About pendulums? I need everyone else to have one too? But why? If I told you I have a pendulum obsession, and then I, like, seem to share some of your sentiments, like, does that change much for you? So I feel included. Sure. Ocean is a soup. By what qualifiers? You want to know what I think is like... Alright, it's really OP. Hear me out. So Fused, you like pendulums. That's cool, man. Cute noise? What cute noise did I make? Was that my chair? It might have been my chair. It's like, that's cool, man. What do you like about pendulum summons? Then you can elaborate. And I'm like, that's cool, man. I like this other thing. And then you can be like, that's cool, man. And then we can both be included in being like, that's cool, man. We actually don't both need to like pendulums to say that pendulums are cool and for us to feel included. Is Magic the Gathering D&D? Not necessarily. Kind of sounded like a light throat clearing or a cat sneeze. Might very well have been a chair squeak. It might have been a chair squeak. But you can also clip it and redub it and say that I, like, sneezed or something. Because if it's cute, I mean, like, sure. What do you need to consider something a soup? I mean, you presented the case. I'm asking you. Oh my god, is it my Oshi? My Oshi is singing! Let's go! You have to say it with enthusiasm? But why? I hate to break it to you that the only thing that I can only bring myself to do so much. Water, salt, veggies, and meat. Yeah, and it need not be cooked or prepared into a way that can be eaten by a human. It doesn't have to be, like, prepared into anything. Because if those aren't qualifiers, you could certainly say that the ocean is a soup. There's stuff in the soup. The water being the soup base. It's just, like, in there. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V anime has it. The, what, pendulums? Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, did we... Did we close the circle? I don't think we did. I can convince myself that this is a fun thing, and I don't have to feel guilty about comboing on my opponent for 10 minutes. I mean, the thing is, it's like, do you have fun doing it? Also, like, why do you need to feel guilty for comboing on your opponent for 10 minutes? It's like, do you understand that it would be unentertaining for someone who's just like, do I lose the game? And then you're just like there shifting around materials for a really long time. Like, you can see why that would be frustrating to somebody, right? I guess, like, the point that I'm trying to cook towards is that, like, I understand that... Because it happens in EDH every once in a while where, like, you know, someone starts comboing. And I guess, like, the thing that or the way that I see it is just kind of like, well, I mean... Sure. Like, if I don't have any interaction, it's like, yeah, man, go off. Like, what does it matter? I don't have to, like, stay there and watch them jerk off. It's fine. It's interesting to watch, I swear. But, like, why do we have to watch you? You can do your combo. It takes 10 minutes. I don't have to do anything. Just go do your combo. Like, I'll go up and get a drink. I'll probably go, like, goon to some anime and come back. It's like, so, is the expectation here that, like, you need to convince yourself that it's fun, and also you need to, for somehow, like, for some reason, convince your opponent that it's fun to watch you combo for 10 minutes? But, like, it doesn't have to be fun. Right? But also, like, you don't have to feel guilty because it's, like, part of the game. Like, it just is what it is. Flower Keeper of the Thighs. Wisdom. 100 men versus 1 gorilla. I would be the gorilla. If I was the gorilla in this situation, I could take 100 men easy. Easy flares versus 100 men. Typical Marvel versus Capcom enjoyer comboing for the whole game. I mean, is that a problem? The thing is, it's like, that's the game. If the game is... Like, if Marvel vs. Capcom is about, like, comboing your opponent, like, you signed up for the game when you started playing it. I don't see what the problem is here. Like, if you signed up for the game, then, like, what did you want? It's like the same thing with League of Legends. Like, the thing that'll never make sense to me is how, like, a League of Legends player joins a match of League of Legends, and then they're just like... and they're just like, man, I can't believe... I can't believe that my teammates were bad. I'm like, bro, you solo queued into 4 randos. Like, what did you want to happen? What were you expecting, dude? Like... Yeah, I don't think we want 1 floor, 1 jar. I don't think anybody wants that. Timer scams are part of the game. Chip is part of the game. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, obviously no game would be perfect. and trying to think of or create the environment to have like what is fun about the game. So like, let's assume the fun part of Marvel vs. Capcom is like the neutral and like blocking and looking for openings and choosing between multiple things, right? Multiple options and the general things about fighting games that are fun. But then the only thing that isn't fun is like timer scams and whoever Chip is, right? Someone somewhere needs to make an executive decision about, well, is that fine or not fine? Oh, is it lagging? I mean, I'm not dropping any frames on my side. Let me see. Live streaming. Not receiving enough information. I'm so confused. Well, that's too bad. It was? Is it fine now? It's good now? Okay. I'm just making sure. Okay, well... yeah, my point is that, like, someone needs to make a decision about the gameplay, right? But if multiple people sit down to play a game and they're like, yeah, I mean, it's fine, then you just kind of go like, yeah, I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. I'm gonna go into this game and understand that getting timer scammed is part of the game. And I think what's interesting about this is that, like, I think of games like Armored Core 6 PvP, and how there was lots of things. There was like double, like the double noob shotgun, and then there was like missile builds. And the thing is, like, the double noob shotgun and missile builds were a lot, like, they were heavily mitigated by shields, I think. Like, technically, you could just wait out a missile build by just blocking everything. But also, it's not really fun to have to deal with that. Yeah, that one isn't my cat. Chat's over there. You guys have the flag. You're on the right-hand side of the screen. But beside my, or behind my head. You're over there. So yeah, certainly it's not very fun to just be like waiting around for your missile boat opponent to fly into the air and just shoot missiles at you. Like, it's just not very fun. And then we have tenants, not tenants. We have tenets. Is that what it is? Tenets is the guiding principles. We have heuristics. Yeah. Like, we understand that it's not very fun to just, like, have your opponent taking their... like, they're the only person taking game actions, basically. Or, like, if they're the only person taking game actions and the only thing you can do is defend, and the defending isn't very fun or compelling, and there isn't, like, room for you to take initiative and stuff, like, we understand these concepts, and, like, it's just not very fun when that stuff is there. So... yeah, I mean, like, then the game's not very fun, and then you don't play it, and that's fine. So, you know, if in your judgment, something like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 isn't fun, then it's like, yeah, then don't play it. But, that being said, I think there's a lot of things that have value that people look for an excuse to not enjoy it, basically. So if we go back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Example, and it's like, well, you know, people need to like pendulum summons, or like, you know, I don't like the 10-minute combos in Master Duel, or for fuck's sake, Maxi isn't banned, right? It's like, well, I don't like playing the game and getting Maxied and feeling like I immediately lose the game, right? These are all fair. But, for example, in Master Duel, I don't know what the meta is like right now, but there can be fun to playing that game. Like, one of the games that I play is Cardfight Vanguard. And that game is not good. Like, it's just, like, really fucking random. Like, you'll randomly just lose to getting triple crit for no reason. And it's like, okay, well, they're playing 8 crits in their deck, so, like, they can get a triple crit, but, like, the probability isn't high, and it just randomly happens, and you lose the game, and whatever. Like, it's shit. I would say that it's not a great competitive game to play, for example. But it doesn't matter. Like, I enjoy looking at the card art. I kind of enjoy, like, resolving the effects. I like the effects in Angel Feather. I like just activating them and playing the game. And I don't really like playing when I don't have a decent chance at winning. I would like a decent chance at winning. Because, you know, I'm not completely cooked in the brain. I care a little bit about the outcome. But it's like, okay, well, sometimes the triggers are going to be awful, and then the game will feel unplayable, and that's fine. I just accept that the game's not perfect and then enjoy what I can from it. So I guess my point is it's the same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you're like, okay, well, 10-minute combos are part of the game. I think my understanding was that they moved away from, like, 10-minute combos, like, or they just recently brought back Adamancipator or something like that, like. But my understanding was that they tried to cut back on them. Like, they tried to make it so that it wasn't as good to jump through 70 hoops to play, like, a 70-minute combo turn. So I think they understand that in a similar way, it's not super fun to just watch your opponent do a bunch of stuff while you do nothing. But, you know, if you start a game and you play against someone who is playing pendulums, it's kind of like, well, this is a thing that could potentially happen in my experience of playing Master Duel, so I will try my best to win the game. But if I can't, then I'm gonna go up and get a coffee. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it's your choice whether you want to deal with that, basically. And I guess it's kind of the same for, like, acknowledging that it's not the best play experience, but then being like, but I enjoy doing this, is like, it's just kind of a thing. Also, like, if you want to keep feeling bad about it, I mean, sure. I guess in that case, you could also apply the same lens and be like, well, the decision to play Pendulums, despite the fact that it makes me feel kind of bad when I play it, is like, I mean, I'm gonna feel a little bad when I play Pendulums because I feel like I'm monopolizing the time in the game, but, like, I do really want to jump through my hoops and do my thing. So, like, it is what it is. Because I feel kind of similarly. I had like a Narset deck, or I can still remake the Narset deck. Frankly, I kind of want to make it for tonight, or when I go to FNM, just because I want to play it. But the reality of that deck is that it can take turns that are very long in order to win the game, and sometimes you take multiple turns, and then you take, like, you're really monopolizing the time of the game. But I don't know, I like casting spells. In order to cast spells, I need to take a lot of time to do that sometimes, and also sometimes the best way to do that is to do it over the course of several turns. So, what do you want from me? You know? Just, in order to play that deck, sometimes I will need to take turns that take a very long time. Similar with the rest of the Jeskai combo decks that I have played. It's kind of like, oh, flashbang. Like, I played one game where I, like, Underworld breached, and the way that I won the game was I had to cast a bunch of random ass spells that didn't really matter, and then I had a lot of mana, and then I think I used Underworld Breach to cast Time Warp, like, 3 times out of my graveyard. So I had to take 3 extra turns, and then I realized, okay, well, I can't cast any creature spells because they casted single combat, I think. So, like, but what I was looking for when I was playing those 3 turns was some way to make it so that I could time walk my opponents while passing my turn. So what I had was Hinata plus plus reality spasm with buyback. So, like, I figured that out, got to it. That turn took like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or something to dig to the point where I had a way to like time walk my opponents. And it's like, yeah, well, I mean, when I sat down at this table to play this game, I determined that I was interested in winning. I'm playing a deck that wants to win. At that point in the game, I wanted to win because I sat down to want to win, and then I am now attached to the outcome of this game because I've been playing it, and there's some degree of wantingness to win. So, if I've accepted the fact that I want to win this game and I'm playing to win this game, then I'm going to take 10 or 15 minutes to play my combo turn because I'm trying to win the fucking game. That's what I sat down to do. And then if we want to make a play experience that doesn't involve people comboing for 10 minutes, then like we can play not bracket level 4. You know what I mean? It's like maybe you don't want to play against Pendulums or Narset or whatever every single game. Like maybe there are other play experiences that are fun that are not necessarily taking 10-minute combo turns. And those can exist too. But under certain conditions, it's like, well, this is what we signed up for. So, like, I don't necessarily like playing against Pendulum decks or decks that take, like, 10 minutes to go off. But I think the thing that makes it worse in Master Duel or, like, Yu-Gi-Oh!, for example, the reason why it's worse in that game, in my opinion, I'm off myself. Alright, see you later, Rev. Yeah, I should really be ending the stream. I was supposed to end it. But the reason why I didn't like it in Master Duel is because I'd be playing ranked. You know what I mean? And there's kind of like... there's a % chance that I could win this duel by like holding up interaction for like the perfect moment. So, you know. I wasn't playing it in bronze. It was fairly high rank. Yeah, but I'm saying it's still annoying if I'm trying to grind diamond. And then I'm like just trying to win my matches. And then I'm like, yep, I have to hold up this interaction for the 9th minute of the 10-minute combo to see if it works. Just to see if it works. You know what I mean? So that could be annoying to people. But also you can just concede and go to the next one. Like if you really want to understand like, oh, well, what's the best strategy for climbing ladder? Right? Don't waste your time on games that you might win. Right? Like the 2% win rate isn't actually worth it. So if someone starts comboing off with Pendulums and I don't have an out, it's kind of like, all right, see ya. Like, I'll just concede. Because, like, it's not worth your time to try and, like, win that game. It's also why, like, I think aggro decks are slanted and online ladders, too. Because you win a lot easier. I remember when, what was the deck? Numeron? Like, just Numeron hard combo was the best thing for climbing ladder, because you're like, I play my field spell, does it work? Oh, it worked, you die. And it just, like, doesn't... It wasn't more complicated than that. That's all you had to do. So you got a lot of games in, and then if, over the course of several games, your average is, like, 50 to 55%, you'll climb ladder. That's, like, kind of how those systems work. So if your goal was climbing ladder, like, don't waste your time playing against 10-minute pendulum turns. If you're just playing against a friend and they enjoy playing pendulums because they want to have a really long turn, you're like, okay, I'm gonna, like, get up and do something else. But I don't know. I just don't really see what the issue is. Or, like, it's not that I don't see what the issue is. It's that, like, I understand what the issue is, but it, like, comes with the territory. And I think particularly with a game, it's like, well, this is what you signed up for. I think that there's a certain amount of lamenting, like, things changing. And I certainly feel that a lot. And I think that that's fair too. A desire for an older play experience like GOAT format or something. Thank God they banned Zexal before Numerons came out. It could have been so much worse. I believe that. Which one's Utopic Zexal? I have never seen this card in my life. Okay. 3 number Xyz monsters with the same rank. You can also Xyz summon this by discarding 1 rank up magic normal spell card. Then using a Utopia monster you control as Xyz material. This card's Xyz summon cannot be negated. When Xyz summoned, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated. Gains 1k attack and defense for each Xyz material attached to it. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you can detach 1 Xyz from this card. Your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated this turn. Oh, so like... So this could have been used to like... To win going first. So you could like do the Numeron combo, but then you set up this thing and then you go like, okay, start of your turn, quick effect this. Like quick effect, you just like can't play the game this turn. Interesting. Yeah, that seems toxic as fuck. That's fair, reasonable. Tekken 8 was shit IMO, so I stopped playing that. Mildly disappointed in that game, but I still have Tekken 5 DR. I definitely know what that is. But yeah, it's like, I mean, it's your decision. It's your decision and their decision. And also, again, like, people are going to be disappointed if they need to watch a 10-minute combo turn sometimes, because they're like, well, this is my time, and you're wasting my time. To an extent. But also, I think people don't need to be as butthurt about it, because they, like, signed up for that shit. So. All of these opinions in moderation. Alright, I've been yapping, and this is very uninteresting, and I don't know why I'm doing it, so... I'm going to end the stream. I'm actually ending it this time, so I already said thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all being here, and I will see you tomorrow for Blueprints. See you later, everybody. Bye.